As far as the blocked credit discussions are concerned, 17.5A talked about specifically on motor vehicle, aircraft, passenger motor vehicle, aircraft, and vessel. Goods motor vehicle, there is no restriction as per the law, so ITC should be eligible with respect to all those goods motor vehicle if it is used for the furtherance of business. The next challenge that comes up, or the blockage comes up on the credit, is in case any goods or services which has direct nexus to food or any beverage, outdoor catering, beauty treatment, healthcare services, cosmetic or plastic surgery services. Specifically on these items, credit is not eligible. Again, any renting, leasing, licensing of vessel, vehicle, aircraft. If when you purchase a car, you are eligible to take credit, then if you rent or hire a car, you are eligible to take credit. If when you purchase aircraft, you are eligible to take credit. When you rent or hire an aircraft, you are eligible to take credit. If I purchase a car, I am not eligible to take credit. Then if you rent a car, you cannot take credit. Sir, if I rent a bus, if you purchase a bus more than 13-seater, are you eligible for credit? Yes. Then renting of that would be also eligible. See, this is how this corollary is drawn. When it comes to vessel, vehicle, aircraft, your decision is solely based on 17.5A, AA, and AB. That's how it goes. Coming back here, as long as you are eligible to take credit under 17.5A and 17.5AA, then renting licensing is eligible. Chartered accountant, when he buy a car, he is not eligible for credit. Same chartered accountant firm, if they rent a cab for transporting it to one location, or if they buy a car for the purpose of firm use, again they are not eligible. What cannot be done by purchasing it, same cannot be passed through in another coloring device called as renting or hiring, or otherwise you can also call it as leasing. So those are the crux discussion of it. Any goods, any services which are going to be used for a personal consumption of the employee, ITC will not be eligible. Absolutely not be eligible. Any membership to a club, let me repeat, any membership to a club or a fitness center or any travel benefit extended to employee will not be eligible. Only one blessing in the whole aspect is, if in case anywhere it is obligatory for the employer, if in all these cases anywhere there is an obligatory for the employer to pay that tax, to provide that activity, provide that services, then at that moment he would be eligible to claim credit. Today, Ministry of Health Affairs comes out and gives a guideline that every employee should be picked from his home, every employee should be dropped in his home. For that, I engage a cab. Am I eligible to take credit? In a normal situation, you are not eligible. However, because of this, you might be eligible. Whenever some of these services becomes obligation for the employer to do, at that time it would be eligible. Technically, majority of the ITS company now they are not working. If in case they work and if they use a Tata Sumo, less than 13-seater vehicle, less than it's a car they use, it's a motor cab that they use. If they use it, then they would be eligible to claim. Dijo, I have a doubt. Can a restaurant issue an invoice as B2B itself? I have a doubt. And the recipient is not eligible for credit. See, restaurant services and all, we have our own difficulties. See, it will be interesting to discuss, but end of the day, it will not be fruitful. Restaurant services, someone can say it is not outdoor catering, it is not food and beverage. Wait with me. 2, 3 slides I will push. Read that line item and come, and then you decide. Read this line item. Goods or service used for private or personal consumption. Supplying food, consuming food. Is it not a private or personal consumption? You mean to say for business purposes you consumed, or because of your hunger which is being created out of the starving that you had and your internal organ is craving for the food, so you consumed it. So in my view, it's good to talk. Okay, it's good to talk. Restaurant services is not covered. Only they use the word food and beverage. One of my client came out and asked me verbatim in the same way, where he said, "Sir, in our company, we are yeah, we are having a vending machine, coffee vending machine, and we buy powders from the vendors and put those powders in the coffee vending machine, so that whenever a person want to have a cup of cappuccino, he goes press a button, gets the cappuccino coffee, drinks it. Now I am buying only powder. No, is it that is neither a food nor a beverage? Yes, he is right. He is neither a food nor a beverage. But somehow he fails to understand the larger entry. Somehow he fails to understand the larger entry. The larger entry is goods or services used for private or personal consumption. ITC is not eligible. So team lunch, in my humble view, team lunch and all is definitely not eligible. Let there be a team building activity. You debit it off to your what is it expenses account and don't take credit on all this and all. You are fighting a losing war. As simple as that. Because we have enough decision. See, if they give for canteen credit, I am happy. Canteen itself, he is not giving me credit. Canteen, which need to be kept as per the Factories Act. If I have more than 200 employee, 500 employee, X, Y, Z, all that. For canteen itself, we have to fight and win. When it comes to these transactions, it's going to be a very tough time. Sometimes, no, your services form part of a package. Somebody is doing a training services. Along with the training, afternoon lunch is also part and parcel of the training. At that time, they would be entitled to claim ITC. So in case when the above services supplied by registered person for making an outward supply of same category of service or as an element of composite or mixed supply. So take for example, a CA Institute. CA Institute is going to provide if times are regular, they will provide a session, full day session. Afternoon lunch, morning high tea, evening high tea. Are they eligible for credit? Yes, they are eligible for credit. Because they are 1,500 rupees, they are 2,000 rupees for a day program. If they collect that entire 2,000 rupees includes for this cost also. So that is how it has to be decided. So your client is a restaurant, Dijo, and they are insisting for a B2B bills. You issue, Dijo, because it's your responsibility. The other fellow gave you bills. But my view is you can't claim credit. You'll get yourself convinced. You go and read it. Is it not a private consumption, personal consumption? See, fellows are all not ready to accept. The government is very clear. When expenses is going to benefit a person, though it is a business expenditure, ITC will not be allowed. If you that is the end line. See, health insurance ITC not there, life insurance ITC not there, membership of a club ITC not there, or it is going to be fitness center payment ITC is not there, or it is going to be your food, outdoor catering, or beverages, or it is going to be all those renting, leasing, licensing of vehicle, preferably motor vehicle less than 13 in number. More than 13, no. If intention is as long as it is having a little personal, then government is trying to block. Consciously, I'm keeping this two discussions, 17.5C and 17.5D, construction related blocked credit. We have a 20 minutes discussion to have a discussion on this. Now it will not work out on two grounds. One, the internet bandwidth is somehow stucking. I'm not happy with the internet bandwidth, what I would have at my home. So coming back here on that one ground, ground number 2, it will take 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, if you have 1 or 2 questions, it will take a little more time because that is one of the very sensitive entry. The 2 slides we will park it. We will take it up as part of Saturday's discussion, not tomorrow. We will not disturb the flow of tomorrow's session. Followed by